Oh, really amazing music, and how best to introduce a lovely Tuesday afternoon from this part of the world. And like you already know, variety is a spice of life, and that's the experience we're bringing to your TV this beautiful afternoon.
Yes. It is that time to indulge you in a very special way and leave you entertained, because today is all about movies and so much more. Join us as we step
Into that world.
Absolutely. The show is packed full with all our Tuesday delights, and it's a must-watch for movie buffs. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this together today, as usual. All right, having said that, it's your homegirl right here. It's your girlfriend next door.
Yeah.
It's a jewel in the crown. Yes. I mean, let me balance well so that you can't see me.
Balenciaga.
It is...
See, honey, but just go on. Just go on. I'm catching cruise.
It is honey shmoney. It is honey rabba lamba. You don't feel them?
They feel am.
Okay. I think go on, no. But quickly, I want to say a very big thank you to someone who is very, very special to me. Special to me in the sense that every time he surprises me, you know?
Yeah.
And I would just be at work, and he sends me a message, and he'll say, something is right there waiting for you at the security post. And things like, when did I even start to do Entertainment Splash? A long time ago. I have one neck piece that I wear. Honeypot is inscribed on it. Tema Tinzu, shout out to you. He sent it to me, and yesterday he sent me a picture, a drawing of myself. Yes.
Hey.
And then bracelets and another necklace. Is quite on them. I am truly grateful. I forgot yesterday I was going to give him a shout out.
not bride price like this. Not yet.
Let's know. Little by little.
No.
All right.
A young guy.
All right, guys, you know me. My name is Catherine, but you'll know me as Lady Cat, have real hotness.
He's having us brown vibes today. Melanin, brown skin girl. Love it.
I don't want to say that shade of brown.
Cockroach brown.
It's cockroach brown. Because onion,
It can only be
cockroach brown.
maybe coconut brown.
I'm tired of the two of you. All right, guys, it is your girl Dala, aka the Goddess of Scales. You guys can call me the Goddess for short, or not screw like OJ and friends used to say. All right. So let's talk about what we have planned out on today's show. We will start off with the entertainment news. Check out today's celebrants on celebrity birthdays, and of course, rewind.
That's right. We'll also be checking out where are they now. Well, will be in charge of bringing us today's dose of social media craziness on Social View.
And on the other side of the show, we will be chewing it off and also checking out the news recap. After which, we will be joined by a Nollywood superstar.
Hey, diving into some movie conversation, we will be telling you all about the movies and TV shows we recently watched or are currently watching. And finally, wrap it all up with Movies at the Movies! All right, you guys know how Tuesday goes now. Let's start the show. All right. But wait, who is it? Lion or Tiger? Because this song, they... You get where they confuse me, Sha, because I don't... Tiger, they...
See, the roar.
No, but lion.
So, Tiger, they meow.
It's cat family, right?
Yeah,
Family.
Yeah.
Don't be meow like
It's all right, Kate Perry, we'll allow it.
All right, guys, welcome back to the show. We'll now dive in straight to the entertainment news and topping our stories today. Kanye West finally unfollows Kim Kardashian on Instagram.
Hey.
Amidst the ongoing divorce proceedings, Kanye West has hit the unfollow button on his Instagram page by unfollowing his estranged wife, Kim Kardashian. What is shocking is that Kanye, who was just following one person, which happens to be Kim Kardashian on the social networking app, now follows a bunch of other people, one of which is Solange Knowles. Just so you know, the billionaire rapper made his return to Instagram in July this year to promote his Donda album after over 2 years away from the app. If you would recall, a month ago, Kanye West unfollowed the Kardashian clan on Twitter, but he continued following Kim on Instagram. Well, the story has now changed. The now estranged couple who revealed their plans to divorce in February have managed to remain friendly since their reported split. Kim and Kanye got married in 2014 and they have 4 children together: North, Saint, Chicago, and Sam.
What I think is that Kanye is using everybody to catch cruise. Because he knows that you will talk about it definitely. Which one is Solange in this whole
let me tell you where the Solange thing comes in from. Anybody that brush Jay-Z can even follow you.
Please, so.
Since when?
Hey,
since when? Like, just following her. For what? Like, really?
For clout.
See, but it's Kanye. And, you know, the funny thing is,
this is just
when I saw Kim's look yesterday, you know, the all-black look with the cover with the ponytail, I was like, this is such a Kanye West type thing. So now that he's unfollowing her, I'm like, what's really going on?
Because I'm sure she's not bothered because she knows him.
Yeah.
She's not. And then you know the thing with that look, the Balenciaga designer that went with her and dressed like Kanye, that people thought was Kanye. Kanye was the one that introduced the guy to her. And then now she's going Kanye's way and is like, you know what? I'm going this way. Like,
I feel like Honeypot said, Kanye is using us to catch cruise. He's using us like,
it's just
and this because he's promoting album whole thing, you know, because he still wants to go to his Instagram to go and see. He has done. Lil Nas X is teaching him. We have been saying it.
Except we should just go and be learning from Kanye. That's it. Because you see.
First, it was the wedding ones at the Donda release party. Now he's on following.
See,
now, waiting we no go see for Kanye West.
This is the effect.
Exactly.
Are you not talking about
it?
No, it's a no publicity is bad publicity.
My sister, it is
situation. Yeah, but me, I like Kanye.
Kanye should be studied.
Kanye the Warriors. I love him.
He should be studied in schools.
And then he likes to give us that, what will Kanye do West? What will Kanye West do next? Let's see.
Kanye West should be studied at schools.
It should.
Yes, I think people should just incorporate that into things right now. Okay, moving on. Nicki Minaj's husband pleads guilty to failing to register as a sex offender. Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, has pleaded guilty to his failure to register as a sex offender in California. According to reports, he entered his plea during a Zoom hearing where the U.S. Attorney's Office reveals that he's currently facing anywhere between probation and 10 years when he is sentenced in January next year. Just so you know, Kenneth Petty has previously served 4.5 years in prison, and as a part of the conditions behind his conviction, is required to register as a sex offender in whatever state he resides in. According to the federal indictment, Kenneth Petty moved to California in July 2019, but did not register as a sex offender within 5 working days of moving. Guidelines from New York State Sex Offender Registry indicate that an offender must notify the Division of Criminal Justice Services within 10 days of any change of address. Kenneth Petty was convicted of first-degree attempted rape in New York in 1995, a crime he served time in prison for. The incident, of course, occurred more than 20 years before he was married to rapper Nicki Minaj. And this is one thing people were saying immediately they got married, or when they started to see them together.
Yeah, so it's crazy how something that you did in 1995 can actually still be haunting you in 2021.
But of course, for a place that has data, yes, they have records, so you're not going to escape.
Exactly, and they feel like he's trying to leave his past behind him. So if you're going to start life anew somewhere, you need to put it out there that this is what happened in the past. You know, this is when they say your past will always catch up with you.
I know, right? And then like Honeypot said, when they made their relationship public, the first thing people went to, this is a sex offender. And I don't know if I like the fact that she could let that like be on this. I don't know. My blood is too hot. You get where you go say, I slept on the counter. I don't cancel you because no time.
So there are different sides to this because I can remember that one time somebody was telling me about somebody who committed a crime but ran away. He didn't want to do the time and they had changed his name, changed everything, got married to someone and all that. So eventually they came for him. And the wife that he got married to had to decide whether, okay, at this point, because he had really changed and they got him to do, whatever thing and everything. Are you still going to marry this person? So he had to confess, like, okay, so these were the reasons I did this and I changed my name and all that. But they could actually settle it because he had changed eventually. Like, it wasn't that person any longer. So I think there are different sides to it. I think, you know the side of him. He's not hiding it from you. Perhaps it could do the time and, well, maybe later on, or she already knows. See, you will hear people who would even tell you that if my husband cheats today, I will not divorce him.
True.
So there are different angles to this.
And then the fact that even the person that filed the lawsuit against him keeps coming back saying they're threatening her, bribes, everything. There's just too much to this story. I just hope it gets resolved.
I really do hope so.
Every time Nicki Minaj posts pictures, especially pictures of herself and Kenneth, in the comment sections, either you see pedo in caps lock or they're always insulting him. And she just overlooks it. She moves on because at the end of the day, loved one.
Whatever will rock your boat if it makes you happy.
And I'm hoping this relationship actually works because Nicki seems genuinely happy.
Yes.
Which is very surprising.
And she's not minding anybody.
Exactly.
She's not paying attention to what you guys
I
are
mean,
saying.
I hope this gets sorted out. Him facing up to 10 years in prison
I really
is
do.
a whole craziness that I don't think she has to deal
Especially
with.
the fact that they have
They
a
have a
child.
child,
They
yeah.
have a child.
That's sad.
So I just hope everything gets settled. But anyways, guys, we're moving on to the next segment of the show. It is time for Celebrity Birthday Shout-Out! In alphabetical order, today's celebrants are the following people. Basket Mouth is 43 today. Basket Mouth is a Nigerian award-winning comedian, actor, movie producer, and also an artist, even though he was formerly a rapper. And to commemorate his birthday, he dropped a new single featuring Buju titled Your Body at 12 a.m. on the dot.
Like today is my
today
birthday.
my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Basket Mouth as a rapper absolutely kills me. Like, it's his face. I can't take him seriously. Like, he'll be dropping like, Basket Mouth.
Gala, leave me alone.
No, because in your mind, when you see the face, you're thinking of comedy. So, someone that is rapping serious rap and is
I'm
comedy.
like,
know, right?
it's no balance.
No.
But he's an amazing rapper, surprisingly.
Yes, he is.
Happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday.
All right, next on our list is Nas, who is 48 today. He's an American rapper, songwriter, and entrepreneur. He has released 13 studio albums since 1994, with 7 of them certified platinum and multi-platinum in the U.S. He's regarded as one of the greatest and most influential rappers of all time.
No
cap.
Man.
No cap.
Nas, man. You know, something that I remember is, you remember that is ex-fiancé.
Kellis?
No.
Was it Kellis? No.
Carmen Bryan, who had a relationship with Jay-Z. And after having a child for Nas, now confessed that. And that was when Nas and Jay-Z were having their, that friction of bad. Do you understand? And then coming out to say that, you know what, I had something to do with Jay-Z. That thing I would never, ever forget. Like, no.
At that point,
I will take it to the grave with me because why cast yourself thus?
And at that point, if it was 1-1, it's 101.
I'm telling you.
Hey,
and the fact that Nas actually has a Nigerian history, like, Great man there. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
to him. We also have Patience Ozoko, Mama G, who is 63 today. Like I said earlier, Patience Ozoko, who is popularly known as Mama G, is a Nigerian award-winning actress, singer, and fashion designer. She's been a popular face in movies for decades and is known for often playing the wicked mother-in-law. Like, anytime I watch TV and I see a movie and I see Patience Ozoko, I'm like, who is she doing evil to this time? But well, I'm happy that has changed because she's been
the born again Christian.
Yeah, so
she does not even wear jewelry.
You can't give her roles like that again.
But guess what? That was one of the pivotal moments in our growing up because once you see, you just had this film going to be interesting. Once you see, she's about to show somebody pepper like this. The wickedness. And the wickedness, it comes naturally.
Then you'll be waiting for that. You'll be waiting for that soundtrack when she's alone. Yeah. She's
How
a lot
about memes? Memes.
No, the meme, I beg.
Wow.
She's a meme queen, oh.
Happy birthday.
But she comes after Popo.
No, Papa is number one. Let's not drag
See,
it.
Papa is the king, no cap.
But today is her birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to her. All right, so Sunday Olise is 47 today, guys. He's a Nigerian football manager and former player. In his active playing career, he played as a midfielder. He is widely regarded as one of the best African midfielders of all time.
That's right.
And recently, in an interview, he revealed that if he was called back to help Nigeria football, he would not mind. Even though in the past he was like, they are not treating them well. But he was like, he would not mind.
Well, I don't know if they're still treating them well. So the fact that he even wants to come back is, I think it's just a love. Exactly, I think it's just a love for this sport.
Happy birthday.
All right, guys, and happy birthday to every single person out there celebrating today. Today is your special day, and we do love you. We're sending you love, light, kisses, and the money in your account, spend it on yourself. Do that.
All right, guys, it is time for today's history lesson. Let's take a quick look at Rewind.
Watch this.
Let's rewind. On this day in 1985, The Golden Girls starring B. Arthur, Betty White, Rue McCallaghan, and Estelle Getty debuts on NBC. Also on this day in 1972, The Waltons TV program premieres on CBS, starring Richard Thomas and Rolf Waite. Finally, on this day in 2007, Selena Gomez reveals she had a kidney transplant because of lupus, donated by her friend Francisca Reyes.
Came home.
And that's it on Rewind.
Watch this.
Hey,
So once Nicki Minaj came in, I'm like, ha,
Ginger,
Nicki.
the queen is here.
but it's the fact that Ariana Grande will forever look like a
Child, right?
15-year-old girl.
I know.
Not just a 15-year-old girl. Like,
Yeah.
even when she tries to give us like a sexy vibe, I'm just like, yeah, see your cute cheeks. And that's actually bad.
Side by side, right there.
Oh,
You know, this reminds me of what Amanda said to me one day. You know, so Amanda can be like that you see her and you be like, oh.
Yeah, true.
Do you
true.
get?
She has baby face.
So you know, that was how she told me that there is this aunt of ours that's always saying, you know how you're still a child, like
in
to
their
them,
eyes.
yeah. So the person say, "You're such a doll," and then in her mind she's like,
if anybody got me, I go show you stuff.
if anybody does that to me, I'm very happy. Up next is where are they now? Take a look to find out which actor we're talking about today.
It's Where Are They Now? Joseph Benjamin. The super talented actor made his debut on the screen at the age of 12 in the ultimate kiddies show known as Tales of Moonlight. The show took place in the 1980s and was every Sunday on Nigerian Television Authority, NTA. In 1995, he made his movie debut in Crossroads, where he acted alongside famous Nigerian actors such as Sandra Chums and Ramsey Noah. Joseph Benjamin, the Nigerian actor, has since then starred in numerous TV shows and movies like Addiction, Tinsel, Losing Control,
Say something, Osagwe. All of the moments we shared here, promises made on this ground.
Desperate Housewives Africa, Incensed, Claws, Greenleaf, 5 Reasons Why, and many more.
Not to seem forward, but she looked as beautiful as earlier.
Besides acting, he has worked as a brand ambassador, model, and voiceover artist for numerous companies. Although we see him as the co-host of the popular talent hunt show, we haven't seen him in as many movies. Now, according to a recent news outlet, Joseph Benjamin relocated to the US to become a singer. Yes, you heard right, a singer. And he's even released the track titled I Pour My Love. Now, don't say we don't keep you updated. Now you know where they are now.
Let's do a mashup. Please, I'm in my own element today.
Social
I'm catching
feel.
cold.
Okay, all right. So when it comes to bringing you all the craziness on social media, all the humor, all the savagery, we just want to be here for you.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it is time for Socialville, and of course, plenty madness as usual. Make sure that you stay tuned and don't go anywhere, all right? Kicking this off, we have this one that says, I remember when I used to be very broke. Thank God for today. I'm still broke, but just not very. Who can relate? Who can relate?
It's an improvement now.
Yeah. So there's still a level of brokenness, but it's just not
We're not
very...
where you used to be.
Yes.
But you're not where you want to
We are thankful. We are
You
not there yet.
no, you are still far from where you want to be,
but we are making progress.
we have not perished.
Improvement.
So we thank
One
God.
step at a time.
Take one step at a time. There's no need to rush. You better rush your dollar. They take us out.
Exchange rate, they run.
Okay, so this person says, my ex left because of distance. She stays in Lagos. I live in Abeokuta. However, she's now in a new relationship and she told me she's happier than ever. He lives in Canada.
Hey, distance, you get level.
Distance get level.
This one be Abeokuta, but Abeokuta to Lagos. Maybe 1 hour or more because of the the roads are even good these days, but you know and all that. But Canada, that one comes with. Because if you take this, it's an investment. If you take it seriously, you can relocate to Canada. You'll be a citizen.
The AC there is for
there is different. Like my friend that went to the UK for the very first time, I was asking from airports on our way to where she was going to stay. Did they install AC on your road?
So apparently distance gets.
You know, I was going to mention the fact that our express, people say it's not safe. But Canada, you
flights now. You get to fly, land. I support that person.
I support it.
All right, so this person says, my father just proved to me once again that Igbo traders will go to the ends of the earth to sell their markets. He found a video on YouTube where the girl said she couldn't find a particular product. He told me to trace her and tell her that he has it. I stand.
I can relate to this. Let me tell you, every time I go to the market, once I go to one person and they don't have it, if it is an Igbo person, the person say, my sister, we have in the warehouse. Let me go and get it for you. They don't have it.
They don't
but
agree.
They will go round.
And I tell you one thing,
they will find it.
Igbo guys are the ones that you find reading Bible early in the morning in their shop like this.
Yes, sir.
I can't get over that thing. And they will still come and you ask, is this thing fake? They will not tell you that it is fake. And they will go back to that Bible when they finish talking to you.
All right, let me skip to the next one so that the fire of Zamani will not pour on me as well. Okay, so this man, he just got a new car and he's been standing like this since 3 o'clock. He shocked him.
What the Lord has done for him.
He shocked him.
So
He
please,
cannot
let
tell
him
it
stand
all.
though. Let him stand.
It's night time now. Can you see? It's now night from 3.
Now, let me tell you, when I was driving to work yesterday, I was listening to a radio station and the presenter was talking about how one time he used to jump from Danfo to Danfo and then he was complaining bitterly that, why is the condition of your Danfo like this? And the person said, see, my brother, you know, be Nigerian Airways. So he said at that point, he begs God that even if it is bicycle or be something, give me. I don't want to be. I just want. So if for somebody to now have this, let him stand there for 2 days. It is not your business.
Let me give you another angle. You know that sometimes when people just marry or they just get something newly, they used to forget.
Yeah.
So he wants to get it to
remember
that this is my car. So that when he's done with work, he won't order cab. He will go to his car.
All right. Makes sense. Congratulations, sir.
Yeah.
Congrats, star.
So this one, I don't know. Things like this make me not want to have kids, but let's just read it.
Are you serious?
He says, may we all eat the fruits of our labor.
Amen.
Please close up into this picture and show them the fruits of this man's labor, what he's eating.
Children will do this to you.
Why would children vomit on somebody?
And the one is that you are just coming from somewhere and there are no beeps around and guess what? The child will just...
Now that one
So my problem is, why couldn't you vomit when I was holding you facing outside? Why is it on me?
Get used to it. Just clean it.
Why is it on
and
me?
move on.
Their digestive system is very sensitive, very fragile. This one is even better. Imagine you have a baby boy. When you're not changing diaper, that's why he knows he wants to pee. Directly.
All right, scrolling so that this will not discourage me because
After doing your makeup for 1 hour,
no, it's not
pee
possible.
on your face.
what will you do?
I will wear with
You will
raincoat.
not be angry. You'll be hitting walls.
I said anybody's baby I'm carrying, I go wear raincoat first. No,
Not
first.
paper. Or you dress
I
like
wear
him.
hazard. You know that time when COVID started, when they used to wear full regalia with, that's how I come outside.
Hamzat suit.
All right, this one says, I will never forget the day my mother drank hot tea when I was still in her womb. I nearly fainted. This one now said, mine that was always taking ice cream, code won't kill me. And I know
I don't know where these things came from. But you see, these streets, this particular streets, then they give us fabu. And another person said, so you think you know how to do it? Don't worry, wait.
Oh, you want to see crazy?
You want to see crazy? You're going to see crazy.
I'm sure if we go through the thread, we'll see the one that say, the day my mama drink pepper soup. Now I'm so my whole body, they pepper me. Oh my
You
Lord.
want to be any nice. They were doing, don't leave me. They were using them. I was rolling on the floor.
I missed it. All right, so this is how to know the last price in Nigeria. If you walk away and they not call you back, that's the last price, just buy.
Very true.
Very, very true.
Very.
There was somebody on Instagram, I think it's a Chinese guy that did a video where he said, let me show you how we price in Nigeria. So he records himself going to different people to say, this one, if I know, how much? And his Chinese pidgin, it was so funny. So this one, how much? No. It took cost. So he said the first thing you do is divide the thing into half.
Yeah.
So if they tell you 5,000, turn it into 5. He now started walking away. Now said, as I'm walking away now, watch, they will call me because that's not the last price. As I was going, they now called. They said, I'll come back. You see, I told you before this. So this thing is very true.
But let me tell you something. Some people now know this gimmick. You first of all be going,
I don't walk fast.
And you too, be trying to.
You know they give them slow
You know
walk.
the one I hate the most? When an Igbo person tells me the cost price. They have hooked you somewhere. You don't get. I don't even get this thing for 3,000. Yes. I got it for something.
You can't.
Another one. I
said no.
Now
Don't tell me the cost price.
I'm not interested.
The ones that people say, fine, get like you. Those ones.
All right. So this one, it was Catherine that says, I'm shy. And you don't finish to Hollandia. I said I'm shy, not I'm fasting.
But being shy doesn't mean that
you should not eat.
You see why I said it's Katrina wrote this thing?
See, my sister.
When
you're shy, and you see food, and you're a foodie.
Amanda.
See, let me tell you something. I cannot fund for money and food.
I think I'm on this table as well, to be honest, because I remember somebody saying one time, if I go out on a date, I can't eat spaghetti. I said, why? She said, how you be putting your mind, not be rolling, I go chop unko be first day. With my hand, I'm gonna crack the thing like hello. When you finish, not dab. I'm shy.
Chop Amala, wash your hand.
No, wait, don't finish. I'm shy.
I'm so shy.
Here's the last one for today. This one says, I am in love with this sofa by Daniel Ashram. Somebody now said, shall not they see the name of the artist? No carry problem, they give us this. Yes, all of you that used to abuse people that make furniture, yes, they used to mess up, let's not lie.
I get it.
You get it.
So now, if you like this, just save up and make sure you can afford this.
Ashram.
Don't go and give Aziz. Later, you now say, what I ordered versus what I got. I don't want to hear.
But this is always the problem we have. Why will Aziz not say, I cannot make it? He doesn't say, this one, I don't make him for one color.
You won't carry one, go give Aziz and Aziz. Both of you, the craze now. Both of you.
Everybody, they find money. So Aziz will do the one he can do and collect the money.
Aziz now do the one.
No, what do you want Aziz to say? You want Aziz to say, Auntie, I can't do it?
I go try.
Imagine
I never done before.
Imagine Aziz getting home and his wife say, how far money for soup? Say, they bring one worker, say, no feed and make them they go.
All right, so if you have Daniel Ashram's number, you should probably go to him for this couch because he will give Aziz. He will give Aziz. Aziz, we DJ Aziz.
But guess what? Aziz will drown.
Aziz, they meant.
Life itself is a risk. Take the risk.
All right, unimported life is a risk. Take the risk. I mean, I don't know about that one, but it is a wrap on Social View and the first hour of the show. We will be back at 1 for more movie conversations. Stick around. Goodbye.
Welcome back to the second half of the show, ESplash. So far, we have brought to you the entertainment news, celebrity birthdays, rewind, where are they now, and Social View. Right about now, it's time to chew it off. Time for one of us to vent on what's currently bothering her. So, who is the angry bird today?
My blood is hot at the para.
Calm down.
Para. Peru, para. Hey!
they vexed?
No, I'm actually vexed.
Down to para.
Okay, first of all, disclaimer, I'm not a feminist. I'm a realist. I believe in equality and people just being treated fair.
So why
and
are
just.
you like me in a lot of ways?
My sister, because me, I'm not here to fight for just one side. It's the two sides. But today...
Because people try to shove some things down my throat and I'm
No,
like...
no.
Girl,
Me, I'm a 50...
Are you dizzy,
See,
bro?
no, me, I'm a 50-50. Like,
Are
let's
you
not
dizzy,
even do all
bruh?
that. But anyways, so this is my rant for today. Institutions that say that they don't allow unaccompanied females into their establishment, I think that thing is highly disrespectful, for the record. A while ago, I actually went, I had a shoot with my friend. Long day, but they paid sha. You want to joke like this? I said, you know what? In fact, today I'm feeling extra. Let's go and eat. Pick anywhere. So she picked one restaurant, and then we went there. You know when you've suffered the whole day, it was bad on day, and you know there's way you eat that we balance everything. So I was like, today I go chow, expensive chow, but you want them. We got into the place and we're trying to find where to sit. Me, I don't like AC, so I was trying to find somewhere like that didn't have like AC blasting, and you know those are expensive. You also pay for AC as well. So we walk in and then we're still standing, and I'm like, oh, should we sit here or should we sit here? I don't know. We're still waitress now. Waitress, so not even waiter. Waitress, my fellow woman, now came up to me and she was like, sorry, are you guys waiting for somebody? My mind, I'm like, sorry, waiting for somebody, how? Like, you see two people here. I said, I don't know, where is Oga? Oh, it didn't end well for her, to be very honest. I'm not going to be cute and say, I just left her. No, me, I gave her straight. I didn't even care. We sat down, we ordered. You know, they call ordering that order that they're like, what are these people? I said, no, we'll let you know that this thing that you're doing is a madness. Like, you can't do that. Another day, my friend was lodged in one hotel, so went to see her. It was her and her boyfriend. So we got to the door, and then they're like, oh, sorry, we don't allow unaccompanied females inside. I just said, sorry, where's your manager? Me, I don't have time. I'm not going to follow you to work because it's instruction you're following. I said, where's your manager? Manager came outside. I changed it. It's a different case if you saw people who came in and had been sitting there for like 20, 30 minutes, not ordering anything or not. Do you understand? You can say, oh, okay. But then you don't know who anybody is. And it's not even do you know who I am, but you don't know who anybody is. You can't go around disrespecting people just because you're trying to. I don't even know what's the point. So the thing is, are you saying that it's only if I come in with a guy that you say, I don't understand.
I did a whole rant on this. That is, I did it on YouTube and I put it there. Like I said, why are people so rude?
Very.
So I picked out different instances, and this is one of those things I talked about. Somebody was talking about how she's been in a cab before and she got in with a guy. Yeah. And so she wanted to pay, like, or the driver was going to ask and just faced, and she was the one who was going to pay. So I don't know how we have, or it is 21st century for crying out loud, 2021, and we have not still woken up to this. Women are fending for themselves, they're doing stuff for themselves, and then you just think that a woman should not be able to do certain things. We unaccompanied, like, really?
See,
like,
it was that sentence, we don't allow unaccompanied females. Now, it wasn't even a case of, oh, you were dressed somehow, and they didn't even care. It was just, the fact that you did not come with man is a problem. So I'm like, what agenda are you pushing? Also, people that, and it's waitresses, waiters, and all that, when you see a guy and a girl at a table, or like people like, ask, who is picking up the bill? Yeah. Don't just walk straight to the guy. Because me, sometimes I'll tell my friends and I'll be like, guy, Mo, come on, don't worry, today on me. So we'll go and I'm ready to pay. And then the next thing, they're giving him the bill. And then he will now still pass the bill to me. Then I'm looking at the person like he should have just asked.
You know the annoying one, the one that happened to me? So I went out with my friend. He had been taking me out. Yeah. So I decided to give him a treat. And then they gave him the bill. He gave it to me. I brought out my card, gave it to her. She gave him the POS. And I'm like, who gave you card? And she's like,
no, that day.
I was like, wait, who gave you card? My friend, it was obvious that I was getting upset. And my friend was like, just calm down. My friend just made the person apologize. Like,
me, I've just said, I will just respect myself like this. I will just be in my little corner like this, and I'll just be smiling. Because I don't want to throw shoe at somebody one day. I don't want to fight. Please, people of the world, I'm using God to beg you. When you see people, like, have mental decorum. I think that's what I should do. I don't even know again.
And
Because
then
it's just disrespectful and it is rude. Especially for people that actually get up like us and go out and work and get paid and want to go out and spend. They not say that because you're not with man, you cannot. Are you okay? Like,
And then sometimes some people would have even made up their mind that they want to split the bill. So it's, guys,
All
just
right,
do
moving
the right
on.
thing.
Yes, it's time for a quick recap of the entertainment news.
And we told you that Kanye West finally unfollows Kim Kardashian on Instagram.
Nicki Minaj's husband pleads guilty to failing to register as a sex offender.
But we'll be back with our guest after this time out. Don't go anywhere, guys. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. It is still ESplashOn where we give you splashes, and you know today is Movie Tuesday. Yes, joining us on the show this afternoon is one of Nollywood's finest. He's a Nigerian film, television, theater, and voice actor. Guys, welcome to the show, Deyemi Okanlawon.
Deyemi, not the Deyemi, the stylist, right? You're not going to be funny.
The actor,
You're not the actor. You're not going to...
I'm checking you out already. I'm like,
Oh,
we need to.
No, don't do. Don't be funny. Bruh, don't be funny.
No, but think about it. A matching very long flowing gown.
Only for their size, yo.
I'm just funny. But don't be funny.
see, it's Catherine in the middle that me and pity because this violence.
Me, I'm straight in the middle.
It'll reach you.
Because when Catherine came today, I said, this are brown is cockroach brown. What can we do with the color?
Wait, what can we do with this color? Tell us.
And there's a lot, so there's a lot. So first of all, we can take out the midsection, so it's like a
Wow,
crop
okay,
thing.
okay,
Okay.
Yeah, we'll drape something over your shoulders, give you a crown, you know, turn you
Hey, well,
Thank God she's not
and then you have Lady Cat, her real fatness.
exactly.
Wow! Thank God she's not now wearing anything that is showing cleavage because I see that you now throw
Because
something.
you now trotty. All right, but I want to thank you for being here today. I mean, you are a very busy man, king of boys, Omogeto, Castle and Castle,
Yep.
Ghost and the Town, like,
Hot cake.
see, hot cake, something. Share this morning now.
Then this morning.
Share this morning for us now.
Don't worry. When my children and my wife have finished spending their own, I promise
The
you.
remaining.
I promise you.
Problem,
we share the
Ajeku.
remaining.
Problem.
All right, so let's talk movies. So your most recent project. In recent times, I've noticed you've been working closely with Toyin Abraham. You were on The Prophetess, then you were on The Ghost and the Tao too. How's it been working with her?
Whoa. First of all, Toyin's a beautiful person. Like, she has a beautiful heart. You know, she's very friendly. She's pretty cool, and she just makes me laugh. You know, she can be a nuisance sometimes. You know, she just gets on your case. But when she loves you, she loves you. You know what I'm saying? And we have a really great friendship and a really good working relationship. So working with her on Ghost in the Town, Ghost in the Town is actually her film. The Prophetess is an Anthill Studios film, you know, so we're both cast as actors. And then she called me up and said, Deyemi, I'm shooting my film, Ghost in the Town 2. You know, you couldn't make the last film that I did. You know, this one, she blackmailed me, you know. And I had a great time, you know, working on set. We had loads of laughs. Yeah, and she takes absolutely good care of everybody that works with her. So I had a good time. Yeah. And then you guys I don't know if you guys have seen the movie, but I've seen some of Toyin's movies in the past as she grew as a producer. And I walked up to her after the premiere and I said, Toyin, this film is leaps away from your last film. Like, this is it. You've arrived. You know, the story is fantastic. The acting is great. The directing, there's a new director in town. It's called
Amasoundless, yeah.
Michael, that's right.
Talk about what actors, especially in other climes, get to do before they get into character or they get to act certain movies. Because I know that sometimes they get to lose weight, sometimes they get to add weight, sometimes, you know, they go somewhere to just go study how they, you know, and then that character that you played to Eniola Salami, I really want to know, what did you do? What did it take you to get into character?
So, funny thing is, you just mentioned having to lose weight or gain weight. I did a Netflix original film about 2 months ago. 3 months before that, I was in the gym working out, bulking up, because there's a really intense sequence in the film that needed me to be very fit. I took up boxing, just to prepare for that role. I get off the set, my next film in October, I have to be slim. So now I stopped going to the gym to lift weights. I'm doing more cardio. I'm hungry all the time, because I have to shed about 10, 15 kg. And I've already shed about 4 kg, so there's a bit more time and I'll be able to do that. Before Mr. Fashino, I still have the chat, and I went back to it recently. I was with Debola Williams the other day, and I opened up my chat with Kemi Adetiba after we had decided to do King of Boys together. And I showed him the chat where I sent Kemi Adetiba a picture of Debola Williams. I sent Kemi Adetiba a picture of Debola Williams saying, "Is this who Mr. Fashino is?" She said, "Yes, but less confident."
Okay.
Then I sent her another picture of Louis Litt. If you remember Louis Litt of Suits, the other guy. Yeah, of Suits. And she said, "Yes, exactly. That's it." So it emerged. So I now started to build, and I start from the outside, and then I work my way in. That's kind of like how I like to work, because when you decide what the look is, you can now start playing around with your emotions and your feelings and all, and what the character is thinking. So I kind of work outside in. And I started to build that character. When I would finally get on set, what I did was, you realize how uncomfortable Mr. Fashino is with Shola Shogwale, that's Eniola Salami. So every time I'm on set with Auntie Shola, I'll just walk up to her, get all up in her face.
Okay.
"Hey, Auntie, hey, how's everything? Auntie, let's read these lines now. We'll come. 2 minutes later, "Hey, Auntie, let's read these lines again. Listen. Oh my yo, leave me alone." So I'll frustrate the hell out of her. By the time we say action, she's already taking that energy, of being frustrated at me, offset, onto the set. And of course, even the way I feel, because I'm always jittery around her, I needed that to happen consistently. And, I think it worked. I think people saw it.
It did.
It was a very uncomfortable role to play.
Yeah.
Because I don't know that you can get more alpha than I am. I can be I'm a quiet alpha. Like, I don't talk too much, right? But I'll do what I want to do, right? And so to be in a role where I have to be submissive, extra submissive to somebody else, never happened before my entire life. Never happened in my entire life, so it was an uncomfortable thing to do, but I fell in love, with Mr. Fashino and the way his mind works, and his actual love and loyalty towards Eniola Salami was what really just sold him to me, and I think to a lot of people. He really wanted her to win.
And then you got the result at the end.
Yeah, and then got the result at the end. And remember, Mr. Fashino, though he was a bit nerdy and though he was a bit squeamish, was very smart.
Yeah. Yes.
And he wasn't he's like goody two
At the
shoes
beginning,
guy.
Sha, I was afraid for Mr. Fashino because I didn't know if he could get the work done.
Right.
Then it surprised me.
Yeah, and it's funny he said that. And the second I knew that Mr. Fashino was sharp was at the table where she said, "Okay, so tell me your pitch." And then the girl was like, "You're going to get married."
Like, Mumu.
There was a look on his face like, you don't mess up. This guy don't mess up.
Even what I cannot say. You're opening your face.
Who employed you? That's crazy. But then when you found out that you're going to be working on King of Boys, how did it feel?
Ooh, so you guys need to hear some of the backstory is that
Yes, please.
I was supposed to be on KOB1.
Okay.
I had auditioned, had this fantastic scene that we shot.
Yeah.
I think I was with Tony. I'm not sure who the other actor was. Kemi Adetiba was crying at that audition after we were done. And she calls me up a few weeks later and she says, "Okay, we're going to have you as..." And then she said, "We're going to start shooting on a particular..." I'm like, "No, come on. I'm on set at that period, That's how I didn't get into KOB1. No. So she calls me up and says, Deyemi, there's a role, I'm thinking about you. And I read with all of my heart. That's how week 1 passed, nothing. Week 2 passed, nothing. I turned them to prayer, "Father, this shall not pass me by."
Hallelujah.
And then she calls me up and says, "Deyemi, you know what? I think you can play this role that I've given you to read perfectly. In fact, too perfectly. Let's give you something else that will be outside of the regular. And then she told me about Mr. Fashioner. And because I trust Kemi, and I've known her for so many years, and I trust her judgment, I was like, Kemi, this is what you want me to play? Like, are you sure? She goes, yes, she thinks I'm going to, she thinks I can pull it off. Even both of us were not really sure I could do it, But I think by the time I got on set and I shot the first scene, she just looked at me,
you guys
smiled,
are
and we're done. Yeah,
all right.
we're done.
Okay, now let's go on this break. Deyemi, the actor, is still in the house with us. We'll be back.
You're looking so nice.
All right, guys, we still have a Nollywood superstar, Mr. Deyemi, a.k.a. Mr. Fashioner in the building. Well, let's talk about that video that we just saw now. You were disappointed. Tell us.
Happens in life.
What happened?
In life, you see, they say men has come, but the things men go through. I'm not gonna say it. That's the skit that I did. At some point I started to realize that you want to start telling stories that that you love.
Yeah.
If I'm not on a film set, I'm trying to just create something. So I decided to shoot a few skits, and I had a great time. I'm gonna keep doing that.
Nice.
All right, I know that you have businesses and, why are you smiling? I know that you have businesses, right? And I saw it somewhere where you were talking about how lucky you were to have finished with the third class, and that, it was what pushed you to start looking for, because, of course, you're not doing chemical engineering that you studied in school. Why is your face like that?
They brought out his files.
Release people.
How you're just so lucky to have looked for this, because now people are shouting out Deyemi. I've even seen where someone was actually saying that, forget, Deyemi is a fantastic actor.
Amen.
So now, you want to talk to me about how you felt then. I mean, I haven't finished with, that grade, and now, what you do, doing what you like, and where you are at the moment.
Okay, so
That's a balance for this.
no, because I need to explain something really clearly.
Yeah.
I studied engineering, University of Lagos. My first 2 years were very funny because I thought I was leaving the country. So I played those first 2 years. I started reading in my third year.
Oh, wow.
And that's when I started having good grades, but it was too late. Those heavy 4-unit courses, they had destroyed my GP. But I decided I was going to stay there. I felt at that age, I think I was 18, I said, if I start running away from things now, I probably will keep running for the rest of my life. So I stayed and I finished. I knew I was going to finish with third class sometime towards the end, but I was like, yeah, that's it. Now, at an interview, almost a few months after I left school, had a great conversation with the MD of this company. We had been talking for about 20 minutes. He now opened up my folder, and he sees my grades, and he goes, hey, what happened? You finished with third class?
Yeah.
You're such an intelligent young man. How did this happen? I looked at him. I said, sir, I finished with a third class certificate, but a first class mind. And you see, I've always believed that about myself, that it is who you call yourself that really matters. And eventually, people will start calling you that which you call yourself. So even though, yes, and there are people out there who probably have had issues with their grades or whatever it is that you've gone through, it's really what you believe about yourself that counts.
I can really relate to what you're saying, because at some point in school, I was miserable. I tell you, I was miserable because I attended Obafemi University, and, looking for my electives alone, I was like, will I now have a carryover? Because so I understand what you're talking about. You're so brilliant, but because of some factors, you just don't understand. You're just going up and down, I guess.
Nigerian educational system is very tricky. I think eventually, though, while I was on campus, I did a lot of things. Like, I started acting on campus in a school fellowship. So I joined the school fellowship, and I was in drama. And at the same time, I started my business. I was selling cupcakes. I was selling cake, actually, and bread. My mother used to bake, and I did that on campus. Every morning they'll supply me. I go around school when I'm done, I go take a shower and I'll go to class. So I was studying engineering, I was selling cake and bread, and then I was in school drama. And that's kind of like how my sales and marketing career started. So right after school, my mom said, you did so good. Why don't you come and join me as the head of sales and promotions? So I joined her company. I was doing that. What I was doing on campus in Unilag, I was doing across about 6 or 7 universities across South, across this western region. OAU, OSU, now... They have Olabins, changing names. Different school, they have Tech and the like. So I did that, and it was massive. I had sales reps in different schools, we sell cake. It was a great time. And I grew my career in sales and marketing up until 2013. I was the head of marketing for OLX. And by that time, I was also still acting. So from school, I joined another church, joined the drama department. Random conversation, somebody told me about an audition. I went to the audition, got 2 roles. Somebody saw the film, the short films, they called me for another thing. By 2013, I had 2 major, TV productions waiting for me to say, come on, John. I just resigned. It wasn't that simple.
Yeah,
I had planned, I had saved, I was ready to take 1 year of work, go and do the thing that I love doing, and then see where it goes. That was 8 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
And so where you are?
And I'm having a great time. I recently, because 2019, I joined Silverbird Film Distribution as the head of film marketing, and I rose up the ranks. I became the acting CEO. I was acting in the capacity of the CEO, and I resigned, in April. When all of this was happening, I didn't have enough time to handle work again, so I handed over and I walked away. So there's a lot that I get up to. So when you talk about being involved in different things and businesses, I'm just smiling because I'm like, if only you knew.
business mind.
He didn't embody.
Business expert.
Yeah.
All right, so earlier when we asked you about the movie The Ghost and the Tout 2, you told us how much fun you had on set and all of that. In recent times, the movie has been trending for good reviews and bad reviews. And recently, someone was talking about the fact that a movie reviewer actually compared The Ghost and the Tout 2 to Omogeto the Saga and had very bad and negative things to say about the movie. Oh, you've not heard about it?
No.
Okay, so I was going to ask you what you think about that.
Look, everybody's entitled to their own opinions, however myopic they could be, or however wide-viewed they could be, Some people will see the movie and it's the best thing they've ever seen, and it might not be the best, right? Some people will see that and it's the worst thing they've ever seen, but they don't even know anything about films in the first place. So really and truly, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I saw the movie. I was in the movie. First of all, I read the script. I agreed to do the film. Get it? So there's something there.
Especially with what you said to Tony Abraham when you said
Exactly. Yeah. I agreed to be in the film. I saw the story. I saw what she had set up. The partnership and the vendors that she had, the DOPs, the camera guys. I saw what they were doing, and I said, yes, I will be on this project. And then the movie came out, and I watched the movie, and I was happy. Guys, I'm in some really great films. I do not want to tarnish my image. For me to watch a film and say, yes, I can go out and shout and say, people, go and watch this movie. It means something. I'm not one who's careless with his career. Very intentional. If you can ask anybody about me, very intentional. So if somebody comes and says they didn't like, I'm like, what are you talking about? I love the movie, and that's all I care about. I'm going to tell everybody out there, if you're out there, you're going to the cinema anytime this week, go watch Ghost and the Tout 2. It's an amazing film. It's the highest grossing movie right now, probably the highest opening movie in Nollywood, the entire year. It's the Nollywood movie that's had the best numbers for the first weekend right now. It's the second highest grossing, so after a Hollywood movie, it was the second movie. So it's doing great numbers. People love it. It's a good film.
All right. So you posted something a couple hours ago. You said something about Big Brother's hidden stolen identity, something on your page. What is that about? Give us the tea.
Nah, you guys need to go and watch Big Brother tonight.
Okay, that's something to look forward to.
I'm making an appearance on Big Brother this night.
Wow.
My antenna is
I can tell you
working.
that for free.
It's tonight's Big Brother.
All right, guys. guys, you have Deyemi in the building today. Thank you so very much for coming on the show. Like he said, so many amazing movies you can check out for Mogeto the Saga, King of Boys, Castle and Castle. He's a very hardworking man. And that's it. We are our special guest for today. What Are You Watching is up next. Stay tuned. Hey guys, it is now time for What Are You Watching? And what we do right about now is talk about some of the movies and TV shows we recently watched while we eat our popcorn and drink our drink. And it's not about us alone, as you also have the opportunity to share with us what it is you have watched or are currently watching. And you can do this via our phone lines and also our social media platforms at TVC Connect using the hashtag ESplashOnTVC. We also want to say a special shout out to Luscious Cocktail and More for the popcorn and drinks as always. All right, so who wants to go first?
I will go
Oh, yeah,
first.
honey pot, let's go.
Okay, so I watched this movie. It's called Baby Boy. It's an old movie. Not old, but Baby Boy, right? And so the actors in it, Taraji P. Henson. I think I've been seeing a lot of movies lately with Taraji in it. Tyrese Gibson, Snoop Dogg. Everybody's uncle. All right, so the plot of the movie. This young dude, Jody, a 20-year-old, got 2 women pregnant. He has 2 children with different women, of course, and not married to any of them. He's trying to get his life together. His chaotic life. He still lives with his mother. He's streetwise, but he's jobless. So you can imagine what that is all about. And somehow he got kicked out at the end of the day from the mom's house. And, well, I do not want to spoil it. It's really, really a nice one. If you'd like to see it, it will be worth your time. What made the movie series interesting? So the mom, actually, that is Jody's mom, the 20-year-old, is a single mother, a single parent, and well, she already has another boyfriend who comes to the house, and you know the American setting. And so Jody is always trying to do, my mom's house, and that one, the mom's boyfriend was always trying to rub it in his, like, no, you better go and get something doing with your life and all that. But what made it so they had a major fight, and the mother had to choose, like, okay, so this one was like, but I am your blood, I am your child. So you're no more a child, you should get out and start working. Oh, are you going to chase me out because of this?
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that one caught my fancy. It stood out for me. And how will I rate it? I think I'll give it a 7 over 10. It's a good watch. You'd like it, you'd enjoy it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
That's
I've actually seen Baby Boy, but that was a long time ago.
A long time ago because, as I said, it's an old movie, yeah.
Nice movie. All right, so let me talk about my movie. I saw Day of Destiny. It's a Nollywood film, and the actors in the film are Olumide Oworu. We have Ireti Doyle, Nobet Young, Brother Shaggy, Toyin Abraham, Denola Gray, a lot of amazing Nollywood talented actors. What made it interesting? Well, let me first talk about the plot. So the movie plot, 2 teenage boys are very tired of the life they're living. They feel that they could do better because their parents are not up to the standard they want to be. So they see an opportunity and take it. And this takes them 20 years back in time to the point they feel they could change their life because of a decision their father made. What made it interesting for me was the fact that there was always something to look forward to. There was always a new event uncovering. Then when you think that's the end of the road, they either get a do-over or they can always find a way forward. And the scene that stuck out for me was the scene where Toyin Abraham was the cab guy that picked them, the cab lady that picked them. And then they gave her 1,000 naira and she was like, you give me fake money? Hey! Forgetting that 20 years ago, there was no 1,000 naira. So to her, it's fake money. Even the change they had, the 200 and 100 naira they gave her, to her, it was still fake money because it was dated 2020, 2021. So it was just funny for me. And let me see. There were other scenes, but that was the scene that stuck out for me. And what would I rate it? I'll rate it a 7 over 10. Yes, 7 over 10.
That's not bad. All right, as usual, your girl watch horror film. But this horror film, a joke. Because it was more of a thriller than horror, to be honest. Because it wasn't like a ghost type thing. It's called Don't Breathe. If it was a Nigerian movie, it would be called Who They Breathe.
You must have really enjoyed it.
See,
of course.
you know, like, yay!
Yeah.
It's a very nice film. When I saw it, I was like, hey. And they're like,
What would you rate it?
Lala, 10 plus 2.
Do you understand?
Okay, now. And that's it.
Who they
with-
breathe?
Yes, that's it with our choices. When we return, we will be reading your messages as well as picking your calls, as you will be sharing with us any movie or TV shows whatsoever you recently watched. What you like about your choice, who acted in it, and most importantly, your rating over 10. Let's go on this break.
And it goes like this.
Hey. All right, let's get straight into your movies that you watch. We are on Facebook, and so we've got Faithia Yusuf. Good day, ladies. You're all looking nice. I watched Malcolm and Marie. Marie, yes. Yes, this weekend it is so interesting and worth re-watching, which I will. I watched it because it was once said on the show. Yes, I watched it. I think I spoke about it. The time I spent on it was so worth it, and I'll rate it a 9 over 10.
You see, when we review movies for you, watch them.
Yes.
Watch them.
Yes. Jessica Thomas here says, good day, ESplash gang. I'm currently watching Fatherhood. I'll rate it a 10 over 10. Raji Yusuf says, King of Voice to Return, Author King. I rate it 8 over 10. I like the action and every character well played. Good job. All right.
All right, so I have Ben Jasmine who says, good afternoon. I currently watch Paw Patrol, the movie. It's all about puppies who are tasked to save Adventure City. Ben, you didn't tell us how you would rate. Okay, you've responded. So you rate it 9 over 10.
Olumide is here.
Yeah, we have a call. Hi, Olumide.
Good afternoon. My name is Olumide. I'm calling from Abuja.
Hey!
Energy.
All right, tell us, what did you watch or what are you watching?
Boys.
King of Voice. How you rate it?
I read the movie strong 9 over 10.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Wow,
that's a
thank
good
you
one.
so
That's a
much.
good one. Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you, Olumide.
All right, still on Facebook, I have Busayo Oyedokun who says, I'm currently watching Romance Bonus Book, a Korean movie. It is about a guy who is a successful editor of a publishing company. When he was a child, he was saved in a car accident by a girl. And the same girl applies for a job at the company and they begin to develop romantic feelings for each other. I rate it 10 over 10. My kitty cat, I love you. Wow. Hashtag ESplashOnTVC, love you all.
Is that what your fans call you? Kitty cat?
Kitty cat.
Well, I only have a friend. I have only
Kitty
one
cat.
friend that calls me Kit Cat, not Kitty Cat.
All right, so we have Deshina who says, I just finished watching the movie A Life in a Year. Actors include Jaden Smith and so on. It's a movie that talks about love and dream. Jaden Smith wanted to be a rapper, but his dad wanted him to be an athlete. I would rate it 10 over 10. Fidelis Akieneme says, good day, ladies. I'm currently watching Lucifer, and I'll rate it a 9 over 10. Olatile Oluwatobilola says, I'm currently watching The Bravest. I'll rate it 9 over 10. So many 9 over 10 movies today.
All right. All right, so we've got Balogun Oluwatoyin who says, good afternoon, ESplash gang. I'm currently watching Legion. I'll rate it 10 over 10. Cynthia Honor Sinex says, the movie I'm currently watching is The Men's Club. I'll rate it 6 over 10. That's not a movie. It's a series, right?
It's a series,
Yeah, okay. All right, so Esther Young here says, I'm watching Money Heist, season 5. We've got Esther Peter who says, good afternoon, everyone. You guys are looking beautiful. I just finished watching Return of the King of Voice. All right, so Toby from Alimasha is here.
Watching Money Heist.
Hello.
Hey. Hi, Toby.
Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm enjoying you guys.
Thank you. So what are you watching?
King of Boys.
Oh, wow. Everybody's watching King of Voice. How will you rate it?
I'm rating it 9 over 10 because I really enjoy it.
Wow. Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
that's not bad at all.
Thank you for
all.
calling.
Thank you for calling.
Indeed. Keep watching. Thank you.
All right, so on Facebook, I have Nanli J. Fortex, who said, I watched Karnan, a 2021 Bollywood movie. It's about a village in India which was not developed and how the citizens fought for their village. And finally, they won. I'll rate it 9 over 10, hashtag ESplashOnTVC. I also have Sixtus Igbo, who says, the movie I'm currently watching now is Ambushed Action. A tough DA agent looking to busy open the biggest case of his career. I rate it 10 over 10, very good to watch.
All right, so we have Ibrahim Muritala who says, good afternoon, ESplash. You guys are looking wonderful. I'm currently watching Outer Banks. It's a series. It's so nerve-wracking, and it's about a group of friends who call themselves Pogues on the quest to find treasures. I would rate it 9 over 10. Mide says, the movie I'm currently watching is a Korean movie titled Strong Woman. It's about the family. All the females in the family has supreme power. But there's a particular girl in the family who uses her powers to save people. I'm going to rate it 10 over 10 because it's very fun to watch. Honeypot, I love your vibes. You always put smiles on my face. Keep it up. You're all looking great.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
Thank
to
you.
hear. Thank you indeed.
And then we have Omotala Abdul who says, the movie I'm currently watching now is Kambili, the 30 Yards. And I'm going to rate it 8 over 10.
All right.
All right,
Yeah,
so I have more. So Samos Kizzy Pizzy says the movie I'm currently watching is Snake Eyes. I rate it 8 over 10. Olatile Oluwatobiloba says I'm currently watching The Bravest and I'll rate it 9 over 10. And Tercy Stephen says hashtag ESplashOnTVC. Good afternoon, guys. Currently watching Fatherhood, a movie starring Kevin Hart, who lost his wife at childbirth and he had to take care of the baby to prove his mother and mother-in-law that what a woman can do, a man can do better.
All right,
He brought her up, so I'm not done, okay. So he brought her up well, and when she grew up, she became inseparable from him. By the way, I love your dress, Honeypot. Hey, it's not a dress, but
Onish mommy.
Thank you so much.
Honey
Thank you
wrapper.
indeed. All right, so I think the movie everybody is suggesting to everyone today, if they have
King
not
of
watched,
Boys.
is King of Boys, because we've got Favor Owe here who says, good afternoon, ladies. I watched the King of Boys series. I wanted to think again whether it's a series, actually. And I must confess that Shola Shobowale is a performing genius. She knows how to get anyone glued to what she is portraying. Our younger self, Tony Tunes, did justice to our role. A standout performance. Lest I forget, Kemi Adetiba is the current GOAT of screenplay and directing. Only Ramsey Noah comes close, if not on the same level, Sha. A 9 over 10 for me. All right.
All right, really amazing. Thank you guys so much for your responses so far. The movies we've not seen that you've seen, we would check them out. And you guys should also go see more movies. So when we come next week, you'll have something to say. And that's all we can take on Movie Tuesday on ESplash on TVC. It's been an amazing time with these beautiful ladies. I didn't do this alone. I did it with Hanesh Mane Rabba Nalamba. And on the flip side, there is la 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 popcorn. I'm Lady Cat, her real hotness. I remain my humble self. Bye for now, guys.